Hey folks, welcome back to Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle and I'm extremely excited once again to be able to review and recommend a wonderful, wonderful product when it comes to the air purification type of thing. Now, this happens to be the Medify Air MA50, which you're not familiar with Medify Air. These are the types of medical grade air purifiers you're going to find in your local doctor's office, down at the eye doctor, the dentist. You're going to find in many restaurants in the area, many businesses, many office buildings. This is the type of air purifier you're going to find there because Medify Air makes an extremely high quality product that does a really, really good job. Now, as far as the product I have right here with me right now, again, this is the MA50 model. They have several models to choose from. I think it starts down around MA15, goes all the way up to like MA125. And basically what that determines is not only how powerful it is, how much air it's able to purify or clarify in a certain period of time, it also has to do with the filtration system itself. This one is a HEPA H13 filter, which is a cut above the rest. What that means is about 99.9% of particles are going to be taken out of the air, and that comes down to a lot of different areas. I'm kind of looking over here at the documentation, things like pollen, dust, bacteria, dust mites, lead dust, asbestos, paint pigments. It goes on down through the list. Anthrax is listed. Hope I never have to deal with such, but nonetheless, carbon dust, basically all bacteria, tobacco smoke, and many virus carriers, all taken out by this filter, this H13. So a very high quality product. Going to show it over to you in just a moment, but before we do, let's look at just a few things that happens to say on the box. One, down here toward the bottom, it said it captures up to 99.9% of particles as small as 0.1 microns. So again, very effective as far as that. The real benefit to having the larger model, which I have here with me, is the fact that it can clean up to 1,100 square feet of air in only 30 minutes. So basically for me, where I live, my home, pretty much cleans the entire house within about 45 minutes to an hour if I did that math right, because I barely have over 1,100 square feet. So this is a great product that can really turn the air. It even proves that in the fact that the clean air delivery rate on it, the CADR, is actually 500 cubic meters per hour. So a lot of air is being turned over. You're going to see that and even hear that in a moment when we actually try the product out. As far as going a little bit farther, this Medify Air M50 is very, very nice. It goes over the types of filtration that it provides. One, the pre-filter right here in the very front removes much dust, hair, larger particles. The HEPA filter, the main filter in it, that H13, goes on to remove pollen, smoke, germs, and pet dander. And then there's even another level of such, the activated carbon filter on the inside, that takes out the odors, the VOCs, and the formaldehyde. So basically those things that are hurting you and smelling really bad, I don't know, maybe a dirty diaper, whatever's in your house, this is going to help take care of it. And then finally, it has an ultraviolet disinfectant light on the inside that really kind of takes care of everything that's left behind. So very, very nice product. One of those things that really I'm going to say up front, I'm recommending already, but I want to show it to you before I go a little bit farther than that. Now, let's move the box out of the way. We got the box, very nice box. Stick it over here. Let me reach and get the actual air purifier itself. I'll tell you up front, hold on, keep it from falling over. I'll tell you up front, the thing is pretty heavy. I didn't weigh it. I'm going to guess it probably weighs 10 or 12 pounds. Very, very nicely made. Of course, it's good looking. I happen to be a fan of the white. They actually have these available in black in most models. I think a few of the older models maybe are available in a silver or a grayish type color, but this is the white. They have a black. This is the MA50. The controls for the unit are right here up on the top. Let me just lean this forward. Maybe you can kind of see some of that. The controls for the unit are right up here on the top. You have power button, your timer, which goes from 2 to 12 hours. So you can kind of preset this. Your fan speed, which we're going to demonstrate in a moment. And then you got a night mode. When you click the night mode, basically this front little panel that's going to be your display is going to dim. So if you're trying to sleep with this in the room, it's not going to affect your sleep. It's going to dim that down pretty low. And then from that, you've got a lock button, which you can press and hold for a few seconds. What that's actually going to do is keep the children from messing with this, which in my house there's plenty of those. So I'm going to have to use that often, and then the UV light at the end, which again just provides you with a little bit of that air purification. Now, before we actually turn it on, I want to turn it around here, set it back up on the desk. This particular model, and each of their models kind of work a little bit differently. This has air filtration on all four sides. It draws air from all four sides and pushes it out the top. And so you've got a lot of, I don't know what you call it, other than kind of cubic inches of filtration area. So there's a lot of filtration area, and the filters themselves are accessed from this back panel. So basically you just kind of push and hold this. This pops open. I don't drop it and break it. This piece pops open, lay it aside, and then on the inside you've got your filters. There are two tabs here that you can pull. It takes quite a bit of pulling to get this removed the first time, but these two tabs that you can pull, and then you see you got your filters right here. Very, very well made, very, very nice. Extremely thick. Look at that. We're talking about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of filtration on each of the four sides. Again, with those 4 different layers we just mentioned in there. And it all comes together in this one unit. So I guess when they ship it to you, if you needed spares, it's going to come maybe shipped flat to you like that. Pop it out and slide it in. And again, it covers all 4 of the sides by doing that. If I can get this slid back in. It's not that difficult, Jim. You can do this. Yeah, there you go. Slide that right back in, and then it will not start. It will not turn on unless the panel's back on. I guess for a safety type feature, what have you. So I'm gonna go ahead and take and snap that back on. You heard it beep. That means it's set and ready to go. And I'm gonna turn it back around and see what we have. Now, basically, it's got 4 speeds. So if I go ahead and hit the power button, which I will, it automatically turns on the first of these speeds right here. As I'm talking, you probably can't even hear it at all. That's a good thing because we've got some filtration going on, but at the same time, it's not disturbing anybody. So if someone's trying to rest, trying to take a nap like I'm about to do in a minute on the couch, this is not going to bother you whatsoever, but it is starting to turn that air. Obviously, it's going to be a slower rate. You're not going to get that 500 clean air delivery rate, cubic feet per hour, but it is doing its job. So I think once you kind of get the air filtered out, probably you could turn it back down to this 1. Be very, very quiet, and you could use it that way. Let's just pause and see if we can hear anything. I don't know that we'll be able to. I don't know if you can hear that. It's very, very slight. Very, very slight. That's on stage 1. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. So I'm going to reach up here and hit the button, the fan button on the top. This is level 2, so I'll be really quiet and let you hear that. Okay, that's level 2. So a little bit louder, but still not anything really obtrusive, not anything that's really going to cause a problem. Let's go ahead and turn it up 1 more notch. This is level 3. I'm going to tell you, when we get to level 3 and 4, we got some air blowing. This is level 3. Again, not much more than a small box fan, and not even that really, more than a small box fan. So it's not going to be annoying, but there is more noise, but that's the trade out you make here. And then we'll go up to level 4. Now level 4 is, it's on up there. Let's see. Yeah, level 4 is blowing pretty hard. Let me get a smaller piece of paper right here and you'll just see that. See, there's level 4. Level 4 blow your hair out. So it puts some air out at level 4, no doubt about it. But you're really, really pushing a lot of air here. I can definitely feel the airflow here. Again, we're drawing air. Let me turn it back down. Let it go back down. Again, we're drawing air from all 4 sides, front and back, so all the way around, drawing air up and through this. When I opened it up just to put the filter on it, in it earlier and was kind of looking around inside, I saw that it has a turbine type motor in the top, kind of a squirrel cage is what I would have called it. It's a little different than that, but a turbine type motor in the top, so it really is putting out the airflow, no doubt about it. Now, again, I went over some of the details of this a little bit earlier. It is a high quality filter, folks. I'm going to be testing it out. Going to have a follow-up review here, and I'll probably wait about a month for this one. Have a follow-up review where you can actually go back and see how this does. And one of the ways I plan to test that is just basically let it run for about a month. I'm going to pull the filters and see how much, if any, dust it has captured, because that's what's going to be the telltale sign of what we have. Now, as using filters like this in the past, I can go ahead and tell you up front, my wife particularly, who has a lot of seasonal allergies, this has made a tremendous type of difference in her life. Not only is, there less dust that can be seen in the house, so when we go around to clean every so often, we don't find the dust, but she can feel the difference in her sinuses. She doesn't have the seasonal allergies nearly the same, and that's with just a cheaper knockoff product. This right here, again, a medical grade air purifier, I can already predict it's going to be great. Again, that HEPA H13 filtration is excellent. That's top notch, 99.9% of particles being filtered with that. And that 4-stage filtration too as well, being totally great. So again, you've got your power button here on the very top. I'll just pick it up. It might not let me. I'll pick it up again. Oh, she's a heavy one. But you got your power button up here on the top. Then you've got your sleep timer or whatever. 2 to 12 hours, you can adjust that. Fan speed, night mode, the lock button, and then the UV light right there, just to add that little extra bit of filtration to it. I think it's going to be absolutely great. I'm looking forward to using this product myself. I definitely have looked forward to getting it and sharing it with you. This particular model, the MA50, it's a little bit pricier. This model, and they go all the way up to MA125s, but this is kind of the mid to top third of their good, high quality, larger products, 1,100 square feet again. Gonna run you around 300 something, 400, right at that range, dollars. I'm gonna be reviewing one in a few weeks, however, as soon as it comes in. It may be tomorrow, who knows. But I'm gonna be reviewing one a little bit later. It's a little smaller model, doesn't cover the same square footage, but has the same high quality filtration and does the same type of job. So if you've got a single room, maybe a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom that you'd like to help to purify the air, that's probably going to be the one for you. But this one certainly here is definitely worth checking out. They probably got, if I had to guess just from memory on the website, they probably got about 10 to 15 different models that range the whole gamut as far as pricing, sizing, capacity, and all of that. But all of them are very high quality build, a very nice, reliable product, and absolutely backed by a great, great company in the background. So if you're interested at all, at least checking out their product line, I will have links in the description below. I am kind of sort of being sponsored by them. They sent me these products out free of charge for me to try and use and share with you, and I'm excited about that. But links in the description below. I think there'll be affiliate links, so if you want to click there, yes, I'll get a T90 commission if you do make a purchase, but nonetheless, it's just worth taking a look at. See what they have. They got ranges, all prices, all sizes that meet and fit your needs. I'll be back on a few weeks to review this one again in full, see how it worked, and I'll be back probably within a week to show you that smaller model. I think it'll be the M15. So M50, the M15, a little bit more smaller, compact unit, but we'll see how that goes. Great product. I hope you'll check it out. Appreciate you watching today, and until next time, stay stronger, friends.